Hello, my name is Tania and I want to learn to express light and joy through paint on a flat surface. And this is one of those cases when I sold a painting on Etsy and it was gloomy. I changed recently and I wrote to the client, the painting looks very gloomy. Can I make a sunny one for you instead? And the person replied, yes, please. And so I just took a liberty, and instead of a gloomy river, I painted a sunlit lake. With the mountains, of course, and wildflowers, but I changed it quite a bit. Because my goal is, I'm chasing this experience of the joy I feel when painting. I notice that it's not always that I feel this joy, but most often I am excited about light, lit, sunlit, or snow. That is a recent observation. When here in Oklahoma, the snow is a rare guest to stay for a couple of days, maybe for a couple of hours, yes, but even that is quite rare. So, and I was so used to snow in Colorado that I did not appreciate it. And so when a couple of days ago we had the snowfall that stayed on the ground, the blanketed the grounds for, I don't know, 2 days at least, and then it stayed in the shadow for a couple more days. I felt so inspired and joyful. I actually painted in the on the deck. I was freezing a little bit, but I was just so happy to paint snow for some reason. And so that will be one more area of my observation of how I feel joy and how I can express it. So this is, again, whenever we got a chance to get out and explore our neighborhood in Summit County, and this is an actual place from Summit County, I was just exhilarating. The process of painting, if I had a chance to grab my paints and a panel and paint in nature, it was just a side effect. I would just be as joyful without painting it, but because I'm a painter, that was like a second best thing to do. Well, since I see this whole luscious beauty, why not try and paint it? So at this point, I am comparing because one of them sold and I liked the snow. Oh, no, gosh, the sun in the landscape, and I painted this landscape before for my friends, so I really wanted to paint it again, and it was a good excuse. And I was very tired and hungry, and I realized that my brain is not wanting to paint. I want to eat, but I had to finish because the kitchen table had to be used for dinner. So I am working on two canvases at once is a bit challenging, especially when your body is not young and strong. You're not 25. I'm 45, so yeah, as I have to listen to my body. Anyhow, I am painting everything except for the trees. I don't know why I still paint them dark. I will try and paint them lighter and see how I like it. But the trees, in my opinion, have to stay dark. I'll explore this. So as you see in the original photograph that I based my composition on, although I have different photographs of this place, but I chose this one and it doesn't belong to me and I had to change it quite a bit. And I realized that this is like foreground is way too dark for my taste and for my intention to express joy. So when I painted similar landscapes in plein air in Colorado, I always tried to stay true to the nature, to keep the basic relationships and the color values and all this as close to the nature as possible. And I quickly figured out that if I paint the sky, the actual color of the sky into the painting, it looks like a nocturne. It doesn't look like a day painting. because you cannot express luminosity of the sky through oil paint. So I threw that out probably last year because I didn't understand why my like I'm painting. I see this beauty. I try to express it as true as I can, and it doesn't look impressive. And it was all because oil paint and actual sky, they are the relationship in the value can be the same, but luminosity of a dark blue Colorado sky will never be expressed through oil paint. So that's why my sky will be always whitish blue, not the actual dark blue color that we see in Colorado in the mountains. And I decided to notch the foreground value a few tones up because, again, my point was not to paint the flowers, but to paint the light and my joy. Because the place itself is what gives me joy, but I want to give the joy to the viewer. And it's not possible unless the viewer is experiencing that joy in that place. I don't know. It's hard. It's so hard to explain it. But I'm trying to paint the effect of that place and sunlit, this very aggressive, actually quite aggressive sun rays that are not filtered by atmosphere in the lower altitudes. So high in the mountains, the sun is very aggressive, and you have to have sun filter on your skin, otherwise you will burn and have all sorts of bad effects. And so I painted everything lighter. I completely changed the colors and everything just to express this light and joy. And in my future paintings, I will try to explore this concept of light and joy and to see how it relates to larger public, how people understand my painting when I do this more expressive and less impressionistic art. And then I want to explore mark making in this new lighter color scheme to see what kind of marks go best with my intention to talk about light and joy. I hoped you liked it, and those musings would help you to figure out what's your style and what's your voice, what's your intention in your art should be, and probably get a little bit off of making paintings based on photographs or real life. Because this is the only way we can express our style, express ourselves. It's when we express what's inside of us, not what's in front of us. Anyhow, good luck with your art, and see you in another video. Bye-bye. The photograph is a bit more saturated, but it's very close to the actual painting in the end.